Hello there, this is Ron Wills coming back at you with yet another video. The game is about mindset. Yeah, and I kind of alluded to this in my last video. Look, I know a bunch of guys, some guys get on here, they listen to my videos and, they'll say I'm giving them good game and everything, and I'm giving them insight into the nature of women and all of that. But ultimately, if you're a man, how you deal with women is all about your mindset. And to be honest, that's more important than your looks, your convo, your material things. It comes down to mindset. It's the real reason why an average looking dude can have like 10 women fighting over him in line, or an average looking dude can have, engage in de facto polygamy and have 4 wives or 5 wives, which is, I don't like calling people's names sometimes, but Brother Polite isn't that unique. There's a whole subculture of brothers in this country who got multiple wives, and sometimes they be chilling with them. Be out at the same time and whatnot. Seen it a lot. Of course, they ain't married to them according to like the laws of this country, but they still have multiple women. Sometimes they'll sleep in the bed with both of them. But the difference is not, they supposedly tall or good looking or they got such a great mouthpiece. It's just the mindset. The game is, how do you think? How do you approach women? How do you deal with them? When you look at, I remember this young dude, and he would actually, I don't think women would find him like attractive. And that's just by his own admission. But one thing he said, though, and it was some wisdom, right? This was wisdom from a young dude. He said a woman can only treat you the way you allow her to treat you. And see, that was his mindset. But see, that dude, that's a future Mac right there. That's a future Mac. Because he already got the right mindset. And the game is about what you thinking upstairs. It's all in your head. A lot of guys, if they got in their head that women out here are just going to dog them or, reject them in favor of some thug or some, whatever type of dude. Well, shoot, that's what you're going to find. But if you got that mindset, like, I'm going to get whoever, that's what's going to happen. I'm going to give y'all one of my secrets, right? For years, and to this day, I believe, like to the core of my being, that I can get any woman that I can have a 30-minute conversation with. Now, it's irrelevant whether or not that's true. And of course, obviously that wouldn't be true because you don't know what's going on with the woman. But that's my mindset when I talk to any woman. And it's regardless of whether she even finds me physically attractive. Because in my head, I'm like, well, you know what? I can't control the physical attractiveness piece. But I know I'm interested. I know I can make a woman laugh. I know within 5 minutes, if I talk to a woman, because people don't realize how much I'm really into. Y'all just seen a small part of Rom on here. A very small part. Like, I can bust out into some other subjects easily. Beyond like relationships or even business. Shoot. I kind of left politics alone. Just give me a, shoot. Yeah. And I actually used to write for a political website, right? So I don't care what's going on with the woman. I can read her to the point that I can talk with her. And I can find some common ground fairly quickly. Now, whether that like results in some type of sexual contact, don't necessarily have to, but I'm not handicapping myself going in, because in my mindset it's like, hey, I'm an interesting dude. I can go and just talk to that woman. And she's going to find me interesting back. In most cases, yeah. Actually, yeah, it really is. In most cases, I'm trying to think, when did I have to talk with a woman for that at least 30 minutes and she didn't find me interesting? In fact, there's been some time I talked with a woman and we ready to go someplace. You know, we ready to go to that Momo. So, I mean, mindset. Because when I see a lot of guys, right? I see a lot of guys and they complaining about their lot with women. A lot of it's how they think. They got a negative attitude, or they think they already going into the encounter thinking, oh, this woman going to reject me. See, my thing is, I don't go in any encounter thinking she going to reject me. In fact, the most I might do is thinking, damn, how am I going to fit her in? I got this one here. Working on this, gotta do these videos for y'all. Where am I fitting in? I'm not even the thought. Just the mere thought that she would reject me doesn't occur to me. Now, it's not to say, you know, some women look at you and like, why are you talking to me? But keep in mind that 30 minutes hasn't been up yet. Remember what I said. And I'm, you know, let me use it. Any man hearing the sound of my voice you can be on that tip too. But it's that whole thing about that cliche word, confidence. Look, you know, plenty of people have said, they talked about mouthpieces and convo, or, you know, some people use the general term game. But it really all it just come down to how you think. And just have a belief in yourself. That's all. That's it. Now, I know it's tough for some men because they just been told, you know, this, that, and the third by women, been rejected. But here's a little secret. Rom's been probably rejected. I've probably been rejected more by some women, especially when I was younger, than many men have even tried to talk to women. Remember, and my mentor said this, the master fails more times than the novice has tried. That's how I know stuff, you know, because that's one of the reasons why I can have so much confidence with this, you know, talking with anybody. Shoot, I remember the times that it wasn't working, but I learned from it. And I know some people say, hey, Ron, why don't you be going in on these sisters or something right now? We don't want to hear no game. Well, you know what? My thing is leave the crazy ones alone and start focusing on some of these sensible ones, these fine ones, these ones who got some quality to them. But before you can even go there, you got to get that mindset. You got to get it in your head. I mean, yeah, you can hit the gym. You should. You can get that money thing up. You can get that grooming game up and the style game. You can do all of that. You know, you can listen to, you know, a week straight of all my podcasts, watch all my videos. But ultimately, you have to let it sink in. And that has to become your persona. That has to become your mindset. Like, you know what? I'm so interested. You know, I can go talk to this woman and she's going to be fascinated by me. And it's not even going to matter. It ain't even going to matter whatever, you know. Because here's another secret about me, because I always had that mindset. Very few women have told me I was their type. Very few. Yet, you know, once I get in there, click. And I've even had some be like, oh, Rom, I don't even know why I'm talking to you. And I'll be like, because you love me, baby. Yeah. And trust me, yeah, some women say, oh, man, you arrogant and all that. Nah, I just know who I am. You know? And I'm unapologetic about who I am. And I know what I can do. Now, like I said, realistically, nah, you ain't gonna get everybody. But it's irrelevant. You gotta have that mindset just to jump in that pool. Just to make the move. So it starts with the mind. Like, one of the things every man has to do is start really, really learn from their mistakes. That's it. And that's not even something I can teach you. You made a mistake, or you approached wrong. Look at it, figure it out. Don't do it again. And then when you succeed, that's what men need to focus on. Cause it cracked me up. Cause I get a lot of dudes talk to me, right? And he'd be like, I'm having trouble with this woman, that woman, doing all this. And I'm wrong. I'm like, you had sex before? And he'd be like, well, yeah. All right. How many times? Yeah, sometimes I will get personal. If they say like 7 times or something, I'll just say, all right, figure out what you did those 7 times that work. And then do it, and then 8, 9, and all that'll come up. Because that's one of the things. A lot of dudes do stuff, and they don't really like sit back and analyze it. It's like, don't analyze what Rom does, because you're not Rom. Or, whatever dude, or whatever teacher, dating coach. Analyze yourself, because you were the one in that situation. You know yourself better than anybody. Even if you don't want to know yourself, you know yourself better than anybody. So, analyze it. But get your mindset up. It's about the mind, because once that mind is right, everything else follows. Everything falls into place. Yeah, might even make you, even if you're an average looking dude, might even make you more physically attractive to a woman. Yeah, I ain't tell y'all everything about that second level of sexual charisma. Even for the people about my developing sexual magnetism video, it's still more. I can go deep, but it starts in the head. It starts in the head, because look at it like this. Every single thing that we see man-made started as an idea. Hell, even your very presence started as an idea. Your father had an idea he wanted to have sex with your mother, and she had an idea that she wanted to have sex with him back. So everything starts in the mind. So get that mind right. Get that mind on being successful at dealing with women, and you're good to go. Anyway, that's it. I'll talk to you later. Peace.